have seen each and every one of your misdeeds. I know who you are. But questions remain. Why do you do the things you do? Do you not see the futility of your tiny, insignificant existence? You are but fragments of a bigger universe. Your sins serve only as an invitation. An invitation to an evil beyond your imagination. I'll lead the way. I will show you the path. Only through me, the Shadow Man, will you find your redemption.
And welcome to the video. So, somebody asked me to do this, and it was to... Oh my goodness, hold on. It was to... Why is it so loud? There we go. It was to complete these maps, just because... to do them, but it's to complete these maps in a sort of ASMR style, and I hope I can pull this off in the first go. This first episode is actually going to include 2 maps, this one and the Giant, and I'm only doing the Easter egg parts that give you the pieces for the Super Easter egg for Revelations. The only problem with that is I, solo, as anyone who's played BO3 knows, that you can't actually complete Shadow's Easter egg by yourself. That's perfectly okay, that's perfectly fine. To speedrunners, the end of the solo Shadow's Easter egg is whenever you sort of kill the Shadow Man. So that's where I'll be going to today, and then another video at some point will come out where it'll be a lot more story-like with me and a close friend complete essentially all the maps. And I'm going to try to keep them in order, but they're probably not going to be in order. Because getting 4 people all together to play Shadows to complete this fully is slightly irritating. But it is what it is. So I sort of want to explain how to do the Easter eggs, and then show, like, actually completing them, what it looks like. I hope this first episode goes well. I hope my sound, I hope I don't have to like do multiple tries trying to fix the sound. I'm also happy the bars across the street aren't being extremely loud. And I hope you enjoy. To start off this Easter egg, you don't actually need to kill any of these guys. We're actually going to become the beast. We're going to allow ourselves some space. We're actually going to become the beast. We're going to shock this, open up the summoning key, jump on this car, and jump across to run up a little fake box to open these stairs, which allows us into the first ritual spot. We want ritual spots. This is where we get the ink, the first personal item for the ritual spot I just opened. And we want the ritual spots because it opens up Pack-a-Punch, or how we upgrade our guns. So pick up the summon key, open up the store, pick up the personal item. I'm just going to knife these 2 keepers because we don't really want them around. hear Shadow Man talking in the background. Then we're going to go to our first ritual. We're going to spend a few bullets on the keepers because it's simply, it gives us just a little bit more points while they're still here. But they don't last long because these rituals as a solo only last 30 seconds. They add 30 seconds every single player that's in the game, so a full lobby of 4 you'll have to be in there for 2 whole minutes, which can get a little cramped, especially if people are still adding up rounds. So a lot more zombies will be showing up. But I obviously don't have that problem, so we're chilling. Something I'm going to check right now is if there's a double points in the loading bay. This right here, which there is. We're going to run over here to that beast right there. We're going to open up the loading bay, and then we're going to get our second personal item for the second area I want to go into, and we're going to use that double points to our advantage on the first round. We're going to try and keep the rounds low because it's easier to do it right for now as the rounds are low, just to do everything. Open that up. We're not going to go for this because I don't think I have enough time. If I do, I'll run back. It looks like I did. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see what happens. We're going to group up the zombies just so we know we have all of them. Or maybe not. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not patient enough for that. We're going to pick it up.
Does somebody keep the score?
1, 2, 3. Is it 3 or is it 4? I think it's 3. And the MR6s are like a whole magazine. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. Hey, 2016 ain't that bad. I'm going to save these 6 bullets for more of the beasts. Hop up here. Power that. This. I'm also going to use base gobblegums or gobblegums you might have in order to just make this fair for anyone using this as a guide. I don't really intend it to be a guide, but if it is used by that, I'll be showing all the steps, all the ways to do things, so by all means please do. So using this beast, we use this grappling hook on the bridge to power our first perk, and also the power switch right here using our shock abilities, and then from this bridge, since I was more explaining what this was for, we grappling hook all the way over there, run downstairs, and open up our second ritual spot for our second gate worm. But first we need to grab our first personal item, which is right here. This is gotten from breaking it open with the beast and then running to the other side as you saw me and shocking that over there. This is to go to the basement. That'll be helpful in a second. I don't think I have enough points. How could I oh, wait, I do have enough points. I'm so silly. Beat up some keepers down here. Not go down by the zombie that's right behind us, or I thought would be right behind us. Yeah, there he is. Grab some loose, or I guess not grab any loose change. We're going to grab some loose change from these perks. There we go. Then we're going to try and open up. We do have a fumigator. There's going to be fumigators around the map. If you're playing solo like I am, you're likely just going to want to grab one from the this beginning part, which will either spawn right here, right there, right here, and I think there's one over here. So we're going to harvest a few pods until we get a weapon. Not what we're looking for, but, you know, the extra points is always happy. A locust or something similar would be nice. Nobody else wants to join us? I guess not. I guess there's not any other eggs. Which means we're gonna need to do this a little sketchy. We're gonna need to play this a little sketchy. Luckily. That's okay. Oh. Come on. The RK5. Alright, we can handle this. Now that we have the RK5, we can get a few more points from here. And then there are also shield parts that we should grab. The first one's right here for me. Then one will be on the bridge right here. The last one is right there. And there's fuse parts. One's right here, one's right here, and one's right here. The fuses are for the Silver Protector, which I'll show you how to access that once we have all three fuses. And then the shield parts are for the shield. You know, it's a little bit more self-explanatory. We do our second ritual now. Excuse me, sir. We don't actually want to kill the zombie. Hopefully he'll drop something he didn't, because we don't want the round to flip. What we do want, however, is this Margwa to spawn. On the second and fourth ritual you do, a Margwa will spawn. And these guys are big and dangerous, big meanies. Did he teleport? No. Big meanies. They're sort of the boss. They're not the boss, but they're like the semi-boss of this map. Every map has at least like one, around one. This is him. Ooh. Ooh. And there we go. And then we don't really need the insta-kill, but we need that heart. The heart is for the wonder weapon of the map. It's called the Apothicon Servant. It's a very Cthulian weapon and shoots the best way I can describe it is black holes. Or is it at the canals? Isn't that where it came from? I don't even have enough points to take it right now, so we're not going to worry about that. Not going to worry about that step, I promise. I'll show it to you once we get there, once we actually need it. Grab a few bit more loose change and open this door. Now this area is very, very simple to unlock everything, but it is very tight on time. So, oh wait, we need a round flip so we can get our curse back. You're only allowed 3 curses per whenever you're in solo. But you get one every time a round changes.
Ammunition appearing out of thin air. I must harness this power.
They are coming. They have already corrupted this world.
I'm going to use this curse to open up the top floor. That box right there, that box. We're going to go upstairs, power the perk, get the personal item, and power the ritual, all at the same time. I don't know if we'll use Speed Cola today, but we can always try it. And that's how you do that. So that gives us our personal item.
Manifestations
loose change, and then the spots for this shield part is right here, and on the chair right here. And then the fuse parts are right here. One is like right here, or it's somewhere, it's on one of these pillars. I don't remember which exact one. And then the one for me was tucked away in this corner right here. I'm going to go into the ritual spot. This is for Jessica's ritual spot. Knowing whose ritual spot is whose will become important, but not right now. Let's collect a few more points and let all the zombies die. Pick up the gate worm. There's Shadow Man. That's the guy we're working for now. But you'll see why we don't like him here in a bit. And we do need the round to flip, so we might save. We might use the Bloodhound to collect a few, just a lot more extra points. Guess we could use one of our Gobblegums. Let's see, Sword Flay or stock option? Sword Flay, that's not too bad. Sword Flay gives us more melee damage for a little bit. Alright, it's 6 shots. It's not really that important, but it is what it is. I don't know if I actually hit all those. I don't think I did. Oh, god dang it. Clicked too many times. That's okay. Oh, gosh. I do need 20 more points. I'm going to open this up. Then we're going to go up there once we get our curse on the flip. So for this beast, all we're going to do for now is we're going to open that. We're going to hit that fuse box, and then we're going to run all the way over here. We're going to turn around right here, go on that grappling hook to bring down the personal item, and then jump from here. Jump from here, right there. Then we're going to run down to the ritual spot as the beast, and we're going to open that up, and that'll be our 4 gate worms. All nice, done, and cleaned up. Ooh, hey, didn't mean to slide into you like that. Sorry, man. And that's how we do that. We do have a little bit of extra time, but for me personally, I don't think it's it can be used for anything.
Can you at least tell us what the hell is going on? A championship belt?
Okay. Ooh. And then the spots for the next shield part is, there's one right here. This one's probably the hardest to spot. There's one right there, which is where mine was. And there's one in this crate right here. And then the fuses will be somewhere on the railing. One's right there. Or no, one's right there. I lied. It's not somewhere on the railing. One's right here, I believe. And then one's like on this box, I believe. It's one of these two sections. I think it's right there. I think it's right there. On the railing right there. And then...
You're starting to think as a team.
Hello? I'm not gonna worry about that.
I'm invincible. I can't be vinced. I'm invincible. Who's trying to vince me? Is vincible even a thing?
I know what I'm doing with that voice line. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna start this up. Now there is a little bit of luck to be played here, like I was lucky enough to get a double points, and that's why I'm on round 3. You may not get that. You may get a max ammo, or maybe you'll get a insta-kill. I would say use those when you feel are most necessary to you. If you need a max ammo, obviously if you're low on ammo in any sort of capacity, you can keep it for later in the game. Or if you have an insta-kill, there's not, I wouldn't say there's much you can use for an insta-kill. Probably the best place to use it is whenever you're on the flag step, I would say, so that your lesser guns, probably not if you're solo, kind of just depends on what you're using at the time, but your lesser guns that still need multiple shots to kill something will have their chance to just deal a lot of, just like hold off the meatballs. But we're not there yet, so don't worry about it too much. I'm just yapping to clear some time. Now that we have all 4 gate worms, we can head to the basement that I haven't actually opened up yet because I don't have the beast. What I can do since I don't have the beast though is do the symbol step. So if we go this way and one moment. One moment, please. Your tour guide will resume directions in a moment. You'll see these question marks all over the transit map. These transit maps are on all 3 stops, so you can see where they're at. We're just going to go to Waterfront, which is what it's selected on, and then we're just going to look out our left side. To see our 2 symbols. There's 3 in total, but you can only catch 2 on one ride, so that's just one single big arrow. That's pretty convenient, pretty nice, pretty good. And then our second symbol should be coming up soon. There it is. That is big. I call that. I would call that sandwich because it's 2 big buns and then some stuff in the middle, like a ham sandwich. You can make up your names for whatever they want, just to have like cues in your mind on what they are. Like there's one symbol which is 4 arrows pointed in like all together in one direction, or at one spot, like in the middle. Like if my irons were the center of the arrows, they would all be pointing at the middle iron. Oh man, this is already ready. We need to go to Footlight now, and we just need to look the way we were looking before. I call that umbrella because of the Resident Evil games. It's kind of what's similar, what it looks like. It's always nice to take the transit system because it's very calm, cool, collected. Nothing's bad is happening. Here's our 3rd symbol. It's just 2 arrows, so 1. We do 1, 2, 2, 1 in the middle. That's how we can remember. 1, 2, 1 in the middle. Now we can
what's
round.
that clicking sound?
Now we can round flip. Don't worry about why. Whoa! Don't worry about why I just completely forgot I had no ammo on my RK5.
Step right up. See the amazing Nero perform the knives of death. You know those barricades won't last long.
There we go. Unexplored.
You have blood on your hands. It cannot be cleansed. Your sins have allowed others to
And while we're here, we can pick this up.
into your world.
What would you have us do?
Only if the sacrifice will sate their appetite.
And we can go into the basement now. One, two, one in the middle. And that's our egg step. And we can open up the the basement, by running up these stairs and opening those doors. We can also open up one of the statues, and we can open up Pack a Punch by running past that. Unless you really want to run Widow's Wine or Mule Kick, which is that one up there. You don't really need to power those, but they are optional. They are options. We do have all 3 shield parts, I just haven't built it yet. Which I think we should do before we do anything else. I can't remember, did I show you? Oh, I did show you. I showed you where the air canisters were. I would choose a place where you most commonly remember where you built your shield, no matter where that would be. If you like the footlight area, I personally don't, because the long catwalk is kind of dangerous, and then there's not much space behind you to move whenever you go get the shield. For the reason why I choose waterfront is because it's got this big area right here, and the workbench is right here. So in case like this guy got too close, or I'm just passing by to collect it, I have plenty of space to back out and move around, just in case anyone's close by. And the reason why I don't choose canals is because... Where's the canals workbench? Oh. The reason why I don't choose canals is because I just don't like canals generally as an area for training. If I'm choosing an area for training, it's probably going to be either footlight or waterfront. But that is nor here nor there. It's whatever you like to choose as a personal area. Maybe you do like the danger of footlight, or maybe you don't find it dangerous at all. It's all up to you. We're going to pick this egg up real quick and place it right here on our first statue. Then we're going to unlock Pack a Punch and deal with that. We're going to go to each one of these little bowls and put our gate worms in them. We're also going to decrease the zombie population to make this step a little easier. I highly suggest running the KRM. It is probably the best gun for this map. But again, this is all personal preference. Please do use a wall weapon on this map though, as it can get very hectic and you will find yourself running out of ammo quite a bit. You will always probably have a lot of money because a lot of the things you do, including killing Margwas, doing rituals, will give you money. But you will find yourself running out of ammo quite a bit. Alright, he was last. We're gonna hop over here. We can finish off placing our gate worms.
Everything in its place, even
start the ritual, which will spawn a bunch of keepers to come and get us again. Be careful whenever you're about to do the wall run. If you stop and slow down right before your jump, you may mistime your wall run and you'll just fall straight into the pit. Please do be wary of that, and please do be careful. Since I have 5,000 points, I'm going to immediately pack a punch the KR in, because it is my favorite weapon. And then a Margo will spawn right here, which I'll take care of very shortly, as soon as he does spawn. Which doesn't look like we killed it in one go, but that's okay, because I thought we didn't even get 2 heads. That's a little embarrassing. That's okay. Can't knock them all out. I'm just a silly little guy. It's a little dangerous playing this close to a Margo because we don't have Jug, so he can down us in 1 hit. But our bravery pays off, and I don't really care for double points right now. Now that we have the egg and we have pack, we can start doing the egg step, which is just a soul box step. So now we're just waiting for zombies to come by. Let's fly around. Wonder what we can do in the meantime. Oh, to get the Civil Protector, you can go right here and plug in the fuses you collected around the map and place it in there. Another thing I can run and do is get Juggernog, since it's probably the most useful perk in Call of Duty history. Call of Duty Zombies history, I should say. I don't think we powered it yet, so we'll have to hit this to power it real quick. We can also open up our next statue. Then we can run and run and run, and hopefully I can make it to this other box location that I don't think I've opened up before. We run out of time, which I'm able to. Awesome. Now we have all 4 statues open, and we can get Jug, and we can get Quick Revive if we just get Jug's Loose Change. Drink, drink, drink. There you go. See?
I've spent half my life thirsty. Why, I wonder?
And then it's just egg stuff. Which we need to end the round for. Did we get a max? We did get a max.
This is getting desperate. Hey, will somebody please give me some ammo?
Why did you kill?
It was an accident. Let's draw a veil over the matter.
Like I said, we're just waiting for zombies to come by. There's also a plant spot over there that you'll need to check out later once we want to get the Apothecant Servant. I don't know how many zombies is required to fill these guys, but I know there's a specific amount. Once you get your first, then you can just move on to a new section. there is a way to
Most elaborate egg tunnel I've ever seen.
mess with the spawns to make all the zombies spawn just right here, but I don't personally know how to do that, so if you do, or if you find the way or know how to, by all means exploit that, but I don't know how to do it.
This is a definite correlation between our conflict and the egg.
Such a pretty environment.
Oh my God! Our
There we go.
forces are at work once more. What could be the egg's purpose now?
We're going to do this area because it's personally quite harder than the Footlight District one. But like the last two steps, we're just going to stay right here,
Giant interdimensional egg.
and once they get close, we'll kill them. To fill the egg up and get our sword. Kind of happy we're Nero, because I'm pretty sure this is the speed run. Like, you always want to reset until you get Nero, because doing Neros is just being Nero just makes it 10 times quicker, or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm not like 100% sure. It's not too bad.
I think I'm about to unleash a lifetime of suppressed aggression.
There we go.
Ooh, I'll take it. Not that I know quite what to do with it. I sense we're on the verge of another discovery.
This is my last egg part.
I care not for money. It's never made me happy.
Alright. That's all of my egg steps. Just to make this a little quicker, I'm going to go into beast mode and break this down.
Is there a chance that I've always had this power, but
And open up this portal. Now we're going to pop the sword in
it's all about the transfer of
and
energy?
get our sword. And now that we have the sword, we can do the Arch Ovum step. Quite simple, quite easy, nothing to fret about. It is simply, you go to your ritual spot, which for me, Nero, is the Magician's Lair, which is up there. For Jackie, the detective, it is the Ruby Rabbit, which is the Canal District ritual spot. For Floyd Campbell, it is the Waterfront District, or the boxing ring, and for Jessica Rose, it is the Footlight District, or the dancing studio. As you can see my keeper friend is just chilling, waiting for me to take the egg. And before we continue, I personally am going to go get Double Tap, which is for me in the Canal District. You can tell what perks are where based off the color of these bottles. They're at the beginning of each district. That's Juggernog, that's Speed Cola, and then Double Tap is yellow. As you can see here.
Yeah, I'm not sure drinking that was the best idea.
Oh, okay, and then I can just do this step right here. And the Arch Ovum step is somewhere close by, not at, but somewhere close by. All 4 ritual spots will be these big red circles where you can place your Arch Ovum, and it'll spawn 1, 2, or 3 Margwas depending on which Arch Ovum you're on. Did we kill him? No. How many did we pop? Just 1 again. We were under a little bit of pressure, so I'm not too angry at myself. But I would have loved if we could have made it just a little bit quicker by killing them just a wee bit faster. That's the Arch Ovum step. We're going to do that 4 times around the map. Obviously, I'll show where each one is because I'm doing it. But for Jackie's spot, it is right here, right outside the Ruby Rabbit. You can only do these once per round. A lot of people think that doing Pop Shocks is a really good idea, which is a Mega Gobble Gum, because it allows you to, as the Margwa spawn in, you're able to knife and it kills the Margwa flat out, no trouble. Just to make it just a bit faster, like me shooting all 3 heads before they spawn in with a KRM. All up to how you want to play. By all means, if you don't want to play that way, it's perfectly fine. If you just want to use a gun or don't want to use the KRM, please play your way by all means. Oh hey, I swear I hit that middle head, but okay. Whatever you say, game. Part of why we want the Fumigator is because around the map, plants will start turning purple. They'll go from green to red, yellow to red to purple. We want the purple ones. The purple ones not only drop the best stuff, so maybe you can get a ray gun or a Man of War, but what we really want is that 3rd piece for the Apothicon Servant, that arm-looking thing that looks like it comes off a Margwa. That's what we want to drop out of the purple plants. I really want to save the rest of this KRM for the Margwa, just because it would make my life easier, and we can switch to the RPK for all the basic boys. And that's our 2nd Arch Ovum. He didn't drop anything because he's not a naturally spawning Margwa. And we can open up this purple pot and see what we can get out of it. Just bonus money. It's not too bad. Not too great. I'm kind of happy we have the RPK. I'm actually not going to use that. I feel normally you would, but I'm not going to, mainly because you can't guarantee headshots. I'm gonna go check the other plant spots just to see if any other ones have turned purple yet. Doesn't look like it too yet over here. Actually, there's another plant spot over here. Nope. Nope. Actually, there's another spot. We should open this up probably anyway. Nope, that's still green over there. I feel a lot of the plants that turn purple are areas you are mostly in. So if you hang around canals, you'll see a lot of the canals plants grow faster. If you're in the middle area a lot, you'll see the middle area plants grow faster. That's just speculation. I don't know if that's actually true. It could just be a flat out lie, and I don't know. But it's just how I perceive it. That's green right there. I should probably get more RK5 ammo before I
A few more shots, that's all I've got.
try buying speed. Oh, thank you for not dropping the max ammo. I appreciate that so much, game.
Oh, I could use some luck right now.
There we go. We just got lucky, Nero. What are you talking about? I'm choosing Stamina Up as my 4th perk because I really like the speed. If you would rather choose Speed Cola, perfectly fine option. Being able to reload faster is always nice. If you choose Widows, being protected a little bit more is always nice. I don't entirely understand why you choose Mule as your 4th pick. The only reason why I say I don't understand it is because although it is nice to have another gun so you have more ammo, more resources, it is costly at 4,000 points. And you could reload faster, run faster, which personally I feel are more useful perks than just being able to have more ammo, which is relatively cheap to me in my eyes. This third, okay, it spawned. I think it spawned a natural Margwa because we're on round 9. Yeah, it spawned a natural Margwa. One of these Margwas are natural, not the Arch Ovum ones, because it's round 9. It's that point of time. So one of these will have a drop. The other two are the actual Arch Ovum ones, which is the ones I want to defeat. You can take these Margwas anywhere, by the way. They don't have to be stuck at... Everybody sneeze? Excuse me. They don't have to stay at the circle. Again, I just enjoy personally being in very lootable areas. That's why I feel Canal is very nice. It looks like I killed my 2 Arch Ovum ones first before I killed the naturally spawning one, or maybe it just counts towards the Arch Ovum first before the naturally one. Maybe not, who knows. Sure, I'll pick that up. Max. cute.
Perhaps we may yet snatch victory from the jaws of defeat.
Excuse me while I schizophrenically look around for no reason. At some point, meatballs will spawn in, and those are little flesh. Ooh, hold on, purple. Those are little flesh balls.
What's really inside?
And just bonus points. Which will roll around the ground and it'll explode whenever they get too close to you. And hopefully one of those guys will drop our second Apothecant Servant piece. That'd be super nice. Where did that... Did I already... Oh, I already used it, I guess. Any other purple... Oh, there could be one up here, actually. Nope. That goes for the rest of the areas as well, I think. Nope, it's still red. Are you still red? Yes, you are. Not too sure if I remember or not. Do we need to round flip? I think we do. Let's check downstairs real quick. That one's probably red as well, though. It's always good to check. Oh, it's green still. Interesting. Guess we could also check canals. We need to go that way. Or not canals, waterfront. We need to go that way anyway. Because waterfront is our last area to go. It's right there. Nope, just red. Alright, let's flip around. Hopefully a lot more purple eggs will spawn.
This is a good thing.
And then the last Arch Ovum will spawn 3 Margos. We've technically already fought 3 Margos thanks to the naturally spawning one, so it's not that much more of a challenge, to be honest. Look at that. One whole Margo down. One try. Oh, I guess it only spawned 2. Ooh, and we have meatballs. Look, it's meatballs. It's that thing I was talking about. Remember those flesh thing I was talking about? That's these guys.
Never heard of personal space.
They'll come skyrocketing down from the sky and hit you at Mach 10. But that is our last Arch Ovum step, so we can go back to our place.
I thank the mysterious forces that have deemed to bless us. That's a positive. We need all the positives we can get.
Run back here, give them the Arch Ovum, which they will they will upgrade our sword into the Reborn Sword. Haven't really used the sword that often, it's because I don't really feel a need for it. The normal sword is just a hack and slash sword, while the reborn sword allows you to toss it down with either aiming, so it's like there's the third piece, by the way. It's either your left bumper for anyone on controller, whether that be L2 or LB, I think is what it is on Xbox. But for PC, it is just right-clicking is what throws down the sword, and the sword will target things sort of as if there were a magic missile floating around hitting things. What makes Nero the fastest, while I was yapping, is normally speedrunners will grab his reborn sword and then immediately do the next step, which is what I'll do now, which is go over to this book, let it lift up into the sky. You can do this with any character. That book will always be there as soon as everyone has done their Archovum. That book will be there. And then down here is the greatest step in all of Zombies history. It's the flag step. I think I can handle the first flag pretty simply with just the KRM. This is very questionable though. This is what the flag step is. If you see Shadow Man, you shoot him because he will break the flag really quickly, but you're just defending the flag from meatballs as they come towards you. If you see the Shadow Man, you shoot him. You're gonna max ammo for the first one. We're going to run over here. Shoot him real quick.
Oh, it scratched me. Well, is that going to get infected?
Oh, come on. Oh, this is going to suck.
Computer does not do that. Have you never heard of personal space? I'm invincible. I can't be vinced. I'm invincible.
Oh, we got it.
Who's trying to vince me?
Nice. And then avoid the purple circles as you run by. But now that you've done those two steps, you can run over here and give the flag. The flag will automatically go to the keeper. This is only one of 4 areas you need to do. That keeper will become solid, and that's one of 4 flag steps you need to do. The easiest way to do this step is by getting the Apothicon Servant, which is kind of what I was hoping to collect before I do that. Thankfully we have the third piece, but getting the second is quite RNG. They come from bugs or meatballs, but they can come at any time. They could come at the beginning of the game, or they can become at the very, very end. Like, you're about to fight, you somehow made it through all flag steps without the Apothicon Servant at all. You're about to fight the Shadow Man, and then all of a sudden you get the second piece to the Apothicon Servant, and you're like, well, might as well make it now that we're here. And obviously it didn't drop this time. It'll look like a bunch of beads, sort of like scales off a fish. Just one small piece of it. I hope I haven't been too loud. I realize that I might be. I don't know why I just tried to press M as if there's a map in this game. We really just need to wait now and just round flip for the next flag step. Another thing we can do is get the little Arnies, which is the monkey bomb of this map to fit the theme. They made them little alien guys in a jar. I could also get a cool secondary if we don't get a little Arnie. So Weevil's okay. Not exactly what I'm looking for though. The Gorgon. Okay, we're getting cooler, but not exactly. The Dingo. I can work with the Dingo. If we don't get little Arnies here. Okay, the Brekkie. The Brekkie is definitely better. We'll pack a punch this, and then we will do this next flag step. I think the best way to do the other areas for the flag step is by opening their portals through the beast, and then once you pick up the flag, you jump into the portal, the area you want to go to, preferably one you haven't already been to. My shield just broke, so we have to get that real quick. We need to go to the waterfront anyway because we don't have the deal open. I'm just gonna hit this. We need to open it up right quick like. Bingo. We're gonna go back to human.
This is truly amazing. A full body transmogrification.
Quite a shield. That's why I came here. See how simple and easy that was? That's why I placed the shield right there. That's why I feel that's the best shield placement. Now we can go into the basement and start the next flag step. Which will probably be that one first, to be honest. The reason I choose this one is because the second one's right there, but the first one is actually much easier, and it's right here. It's just two areas. Then you're looking around for Mr. Monty, which he's right there right now. Very simple, very easy. No sweat it. Your flag can take a couple hits. It resets whenever you pick it up. So it's not like totally useless. There we go. Pick that up. Reload. Oh, I didn't think it'd give us some max ammo.
I thank the mysterious forces that have deemed to bless us.
This one's a little bit tougher because it's very cramped, and the meatballs will just kind of like swing around the corner rapidly, but I think I can handle it with a few hiccups. Oop, let me pick that up real quick before I miss it. Oh, we got it. Pick that up, get the max ammo, and then we'll run to the ritual spot without touching any of the purple circles. Look at that. Nice and easy. Very simple. And that's another flag step done. I do think the Stellar Screech was better than the KRM for now, so I think I will keep that. Especially since it seems like the keepers are feeling very very kind today in giving us a lot of max ammos. Normally they'll not give me the first max ammo, and then I'm just gonna like stuck without any ammo for the second round. So I'm happy I'm getting those. We just round flipped. That's not too bad. Which means we can do our next flag step, but we want to make the Apothicon Servant first, which is just going to another building bench. I'm going to choose that one over there as soon as I can. After I kill this Margwa. And swap out the Karen for the Apothicon Servant. Trophy I can build in time. And collect. There's no way to upgrade this, sadly. It's just how it is, but it is really powerful how it is because it is an infinite damage wonder weapon. It's very useful with the flag step. I'll show you why as soon as I get it started. We'll do the footlight last because it's quite annoying in my opinion. So the reason why this guy is so useful is you can just place it right there. That's it. That area is good for now. That's all it is. Just press and play. Very simple, very easy. No stress. It didn't give us... That's sort of why I was saving these. Because it didn't give us anything this time, which is fine. It's a little annoying, but it's fine. Hopefully we can reload before. Let's not allow him to break it. Actually, I'm just going to keep the Stellar Screech out for now because I think it's easier for me to... Make sure you're looking for Shadow Man. He will sneak up on you. Alright. That's that done. We'll run up to the ritual site like the other two steps. And that's this one done. Make sure the keeper goes whole. And then we just round flip. I would suggest if you're going to use the, if you are in a full team of 4, I suggest the person who is holding the Apothicon Servant, to have Speed Cola, because it does take a long time for the person to reload naturally. I have it mostly to place it one time, and that's essentially all I use it for. It's just a little delay. I don't use it as the main thing to get me through those waves. I think if you are gambling on the Apothicon Servant keeping you up the entire time in the flag step, I wouldn't do that. Please do try to use your actual primary weapon as much as possible. It will help you do the flag step much more consistently. A easy way to complete the flag step is by doing Fear and Headlights, getting that Gobblegum. Extremely helpful Gobblegum. The only reason why I'm not running it is because I'm trying to only use normal Gobblegums. I'm going to drop this Margwa before we do the flag step because we don't want Margwas while we're in the middle of completing our flag step. Okay. Every now and again on a purple purple plant, you'll get those. They're not really useful or used for anything. They're just there. They are used to fill your shield with charges, but we're not using the shield. Shields charges at all, so it doesn't really do anything for us. That's just a red. Another red. We don't really need to do what I'm doing right now. It's kind of not necessary at all. I guess we'll do the last flag step, and then we'll see what we can do from there. Alright, here we go. Last flag step. Easy peasy, easy peasy, easy peasy. Another thing I suggest is spinning the box until you get little Arnies. They're always useful in this situation. But like I'm showing, if you're doing it solo, it's not entirely necessary. They're just extremely helpful, to be honest. This is where it gets a little hectic. We should be fine as long as we keep calm and just check everywhere the meatballs could be coming from. Unless you want a really rough time on health, I suggest knocking down the bugs as quickly as possible, because then things tend to get a little cramped health-wise. Very nice. That's the flag step. It's the entire flag step. Did I kill them all the way or no? 2 heads or 1? Just 1. Dang. You try your best, but you don't succeed. You get what you want, but not what you need. There we go. Oh, oh, we're good. Little uncomfortable there, but we're good. What do you spawn? A nuke. It's not very necessary. All right, now for this last step, I would suggest either choosing Idolize or getting Immolation Liquidation. I think it's Immolation Liquidation. Whatever the one that drops a minigun power-up. Either of those are really useful in the last boss fight, which is what will be coming up here soon. But first I'm going to get a big gun just in case I don't get either of those things. And I'm going to keep the Apothicon Servant. See what the mystery box will give us. The ray gun would be perfect. No. I mean, we'll pick it up just to make the box flip faster, but no, definitely not what we're looking for. Weevil is not what we're looking for either. See if we can get a ray gun out of a purple. Nope, just bonus cash. Not too bad, but... Here, teddy bear. While we're here, we can open up this purple right here. I'm in a war. It's not too bad, but I think I would prefer a Dingo, Gorgon. I think the RPK's in there. The ray gun is literally the best we could probably get out of all of it, because I know for a fact a packed ray gun will essentially one-shot Mr. Man. And we're conveniently headed to right where we need to. See if we can get something better. An LMG would be good. LMG like fits the bill, but ray gun is definitely the best. Hello, Argus. I have a friend who would nicely like you, but not me, not right now. Alright, Dingo, perfect. Honestly. Dingo works. We just have to keep our shot placement true. We'll spend our money until we get idolize, and then we'll see. And then we'll see how much money we have left afterwards to just hit the box and see if we can get Pack-a-Punch. Stock option wouldn't be that bad, now that I'm thinking about it. We have a Dingo here, so we would essentially have our very own. I'm not spending another 5,000. Is that stock option again? Oh, I can take Newtonian though. I'm just gonna round for it.
This is a good thing.
I didn't know that was my last 1,000 kills. That's pretty good. Oh, I don't know. You can only buy 3 at a time. Is this idolize? Yeah, or not idolize. Play in plain sight. Idolize and in plain sight do the same thing. Just idolize does it for the entire party. Part of the reason I really like the Dingoes because it's hipfire is not like horrid, so if you just look at something and pull the trigger, you're likely to hit your shots pretty well. While the rest of the LMGs are not like that. Like the Gorgon shoots super slow, so you're likely not to hit most of your shots. The only problem with the Dingoes is it takes so freaking long to reload.
That's a positive.
Alright, now we'll hit box until we run out of money or get the ray gun. Or if the box will just go away. If the box just goes away and we don't get ray gun on this box, then we'll just try and do the Easter egg. Win or lose, we booze. Haymaker. I picked that for mid to early game, but not right now. How about we have a really good gun like the Dingo. Nice. Max. The Argus. Again, I have a friend who would love you, but not me. I'm sorry, Argus. I'm sure that you're the hero of somebody's story, Argus, but not mine. Oh! Never mind, we got the ray gun. Never mind. We just pack-a-punched a Dingo for no reason. That's just how it goes, though. We have the ray gun. This is cinema. Alright, let's start this boss fight, shall we? Using my sword. There's Mr. Man himself. going to get real. He's going to open up, but he's going to get real angry at them, make them freak out. Then we need to light them all back up. But first, because again, I hate Margwas during boss fights. We're going to kill that Margwa over there before we do anything. Fire sale while we're in a boss fight. This is a lockdown area, so you can't leave. So this fire sale means nothing to me. I'll pick it up anyway just because it's a power up. He'll become accessible. As soon as he does, I'm going to pop Idolize. Didn't get there in time. As you can see, you have to shoot him until you get him to the middle, which can be quite tough. But if you hit him just enough times to get him to the middle, and then you activate him at the pedestal. It's probably better for me to be at the pedestal and not in the middle, just because it's easier to look around. So I'm probably going to do those back two ones first, and then this one, then the front two. I thought it would be easier for me to do these back two last, but I guess it makes more sense for me to want to be at the... Is there another Margwa somewhere? Or is my screen just shaky? So my screen is just shaky. Oh, he made them all sad again. Boo. We gotta give them a pat on the back and boost their spirits. Alright, this time, let's try and get it. Barely missed it. Oh, I barely missed it. I know, I just barely missed it. Alright, so we don't have Idolize this time, which sucks, but I think we can still manage because I still have my perks. And we still have plenty of ammo. And we have the Apothicon Servant. I need to remember that I can actually shoot him once the shield is down first, so I'm not just wasting my time staring at him. That's probably what screwed me. Can I get a max from the Margwa, please? No, just a fire sale. I'm not surprised. Let's not use... He'll probably... Yeah, he's going to make him sad again soon. Now that they're sad... this. There we go. Look at us go. Now the Shadow Man is stuck in the orb. And that's as far as you can go for solo Shadows of Evil. The last step for Shadows is you have to... I think I can show you. At each of the tram stations there is a box that you can shock. Oh, here's the tram right here. There's a box you can shock. It's that right there. You can shock this box with your while you're in beast mode. I don't really care for fire sale. I just want the beast mode. You can shock it, which will turn the line blue, light blue. I don't think it will because I'm not in a 4-person lobby. It'll turn this line right here blue, and then you need one person at every station to do that, and then wherever the tram is, the person with the tram needs to hit that and then activate the tram. They need to activate the tram, get out of the tram, hit that box, and then as the tram gets in the middle, there has to be somebody right here that needs to shock 3 keepers, which will kill a big gate worm in the middle. Or not kill it, it will send a blue beam in the sky after the gate worm's killed with the tram. And this will allow the keepers to send out like a beacon of sorts, repairing Morgue City to what it once was, and then our ragtag team will give the summoning key back to the keepers. However, World War I Richtofen, or I think he's Primus Crew Richtofen, comes into this dimension with a portal and steals the summoning key right before it's handed to the keepers, and our group is sort of just stuck here. And that is Shadows, as far as I can go in solo. I'm going to switch over to the Giant now, because the Giant is like 2 minutes to do for its main Easter egg, which allows you to get the Gateworm piece. So see you in a second.
Richtofen, I thought we were done with this! What can I say, Dempsey? Things change.
Only a fool would dare to change history.
I am no fool. What I do only to secure a better tomorrow.
Yeah? Well, let's see if we live to see it. German! He was here. Now he's gone? He will pay for what he has done. Mark my words.
Hello, this will happen right after the Shadow game, like directly after, because this Easter egg takes like 2 seconds. It's essentially just starting power, opening Pack-a-Punch, and then shooting a couple things, and that's the entire Easter egg. Yeah. This is why it's going to be attached to the Shadows Easter egg, because this isn't these are just like ASMR versions of how to fully beat what is considered the main Easter egg for each map. And the main Easter egg for this map is the man, I looked this word up because I didn't actually know what it meant. Paradoxical epilogue. That's what the Easter egg is called. It's just a different version of the Darius Easter egg. I picked up the RK5 because it's really the only gun I need for the entire Easter egg. And it's also the cheapest one.
Curse this confusion. I must remember
See if we
my
can get
mission.
Swordflay.
Why I am here.
Hell yeah.
The enemy war machine must be destroyed.
Waffenfabrik der Ries. There's no gobblegums really needed for this map because it takes like I said, 2 seconds to complete. There's not much to it. Alright.
I must find way to survive this nightmare. Perhaps these machines may help me fend off the wretched hordes.
You can turn on power really easily just by going to the normal power switch. And then there's teleporter 1, teleporter 2, and teleporter 3 is this way over here. I'm just going to skip this door, not pay the money for it. Is this way into here. But we need money mainly, so we're just gonna grind. We're just gonna, go through rounds collecting points up until we get enough cash. Oof, that could have been bad. We live life on the edge. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. I'm just going to initiate a link with every teleporter. There's teleporter 1. Oh, yeah. Can't forget the power up that comes with each teleporter, which is a double points. Should probably kill the last zombie before we use it. There you are. You're not the last zombie, apparently. Alright, it's gone. Whatever. How many of you are there? We'll go get that back teleporter now. Another Wonderwaff is on this map, so I might get
Nikolai
that,
just wants to
but
buy basic essentials.
we can also open this up actually, which we might just do this one. I wonder if I have the time to save points. Yep, yes I do. There's mystery box right there. Interesting. knows what my prestige is. No. Here we go. And then we just need to collect enough points for Pack-a-Punch. And that's, to be honest, that's really the entire Easter egg, is opening up Pack-a-Punch. As soon as you've done that, you've essentially beaten the entire Easter egg. But we need to collect enough points first for us to actually, you know, Pack-a-Punch. To get the cool weapon camo and all that. Ooh, and a max ammo. It's not too bad.
Let the carnage continue.
Maybe we'll see a dog round. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe. Probably not. I'm assuming not. I think we're getting hit with a big no. I think this is a big no we're getting hit with. We're just gonna spam the zombies. Ooh. We're good, we're good.
Today you die.
Yeah, Nikolai, keep on thinking that, bud.
Well, but a moment's peace.
Whoa, didn't know there was a zombie behind me. All good.
I think it scratched me. My Russian steel.
Nice. See, we're almost there. And just because we're flexing, we're going to open this door up. And buy ammo, because I don't feel like running around with no ammo. Although knowing my luck, this will be a dog round. Guess luckily it wasn't. Here we go, now we can Pack-a-Punch this.
Perhaps we ourselves created this manufacturing device on our previous travels.
Look at the Rex caliber. And we can just run over here. There's a sign right there. You can barely see it. We're going to shoot that until those lights pop up.
Want to play a game? Let's play hide and seek.
And then we need to find 3 toys around the map. The first one is right here.
Hey, you found one. I can hear her.
The second one is over here. It's in this tube. Nope, it's the first one. Yep, there it is, right there.
Wow, you found another one. There must be a
And then the last one is all the way up there.
I see it. The beacon is lit. I know where and when you are. Sooner or later, I will find you. Together, we will ensure a better future for the children.
And then you can come over here and you can pick up the Executioner.
I have not seen this before.
And that's the Paradoxal prologue. That's the entire prologue to the story. That's all you need to do. That's this entire map. There's not much else to it.
Them will be as effective as ammo.
Then I don't think I've seen the Wunderwaffe, but I guess I can hit the box.